I sent them the email. I don't. I gotta double check. But what up? We live now. What up? What up? What up? It's your boy Ray Foe, Sneakerheads clothing line, man. I got the homies. This is my first time, first of all, doing this live. So if y'all pull up, appreciate it. Cool. If y'all don't, watch it later. Whatever. I need this watch time. I ain't finna hold y'all.
Let's get it.
But hey, we're about to get into this debate. The most anticipated recap over the weekend was IBA. IBA, go ahead, tell them. You know what I'm saying? Speak your intro, IBA.
What's up, man? Hey, it's your boy IBA. You already know what it is, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can follow me on IG, and also you can follow me on my new page, you know what I'm saying, here on YouTube. Check out my new video if y'all ain't peeped it out yet. You know what I'm saying? We just here to talk about this battle, man. We just here to, you know, get thoughts and opinions about what took place, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you ask me, I feel like I was the underdog, and I feel like I played my cards the way I needed to. And hey, the rest is history. You feel me?
Man. Hey, you're supposed to do your intro, man. You already trying to sway the crowd already, man. You just supposed to do your intro, man. Come on, man. Come on. Yeah, man. Damn, this nigga already getting in.
Yo, he's crazy.
Y'all already know, man. Peter James, a.k.a. the Shoe Freak, a.k.a. the dude next door with all the kicks. I'm coming through here to give my opinion today, man. I'm coming through because the other night, for some reason, I was on the phone with a specific individual trying to give my opinion, but he felt the need to type it in the chat as if it was his opinion. So I'm here to give my opinion tonight.
Hey, my hours is from 9 to 5, nigga. My hours is from 9 to 5. Red Records, all right? Hey, Retro, go ahead, man.
You already know. It's your boy Retro Young. What's right here? You see it. I'm a Funko nigga. Bang, bang. Let's get into it. Come on, let's go. Let's go.
That's about to talk about this battle, but okay. So, once again, over the weekend, what day was that? Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
I think it was Saturday.
Night, shout out to E-Money. Is it E-Money Shoes or it's E-Money Shoes, right?
E-Money Shoes.
Yeah, E-Money Shoes. Shout out to E-Money Shoes, man. He has this sneaker battle that he does. I think this might be the second year that he did it or whatever, because I know he did one last year. But this is third? Okay, this is third annual sneaker battle. And this was the first round, one of the first rounds where my boy IBA first versus JONESKICKZ. This is kind of I guess a family affair that you can say, because man, this wasn't like they didn't know each other. Very much a personal battle. Mm-hmm. And I was very how can I put it, in the neutral zone when it came to this battle. And
not looking at that shirt.
Let's talk about it.
That part.
How y'all who y'all think won, first of all? Who y'all think won?
Come on, man.
So I mean, don't nobody, I mean, we talking in public here. Who do y'all think won?
In my opinion, based off of the questions, in my opinion, based off the questions I gave it to IBA, based off the questions and what he provided.
Based off the questions?
No. Yeah, that's not to say that JONESKICKZ ain't had some shit. I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm saying based off the questions. Like, you remember the first question, the favorite shoe in your collection. The favorite shoe in this collection. That it was the Charles Barkley. I grew up on Charles Barkley, so I can relate to those Barkleys and the story behind it. JONESKICKZ, his shoe, and I mean, in other words, when his answer was this shoe is in my top 5, so it's not necessarily the favorite. So to me,
his top 5 favorite. That's the word he used.
So to me, you lose from that. But like I said, this is my opinion. And then go ahead.
I'll piggyback off that, and I'll say the same thing. That would be my answer. Like, IBA brought out his favorite shoe. JONESKICKZ only brought out his top 5. It was like the hand he played. It was a good card because the shoe was the Charles Barkley versus what was his shoe?
Top 3.
Okay,
it was a top 3 complex.
Complex joint, right?
The complex gold joints, the ones. So I don't know, like I don't know. I'm a dude for nostalgia and classic shoes. Like, so to me, a 1 is great, but that Charles Barkley in the condition colorway, I mean, I'm gonna go with the Barkley all day.
Yeah, okay. Well, myself personally, man, I'm gonna keep like I said, I'm gonna keep it real neutral, man. In all honesty, I thought it was very much a good battle, and I thought both of them at the end of the day won because once again, you talking to somebody that's I mean, I trademarked like sneakerhead versus hypebeast, so it was you had one side that was very much the nostalgia side where you're talking about, you know, a sneakerhead side, and then you had another side where it's very much on the side of like it can be considered a hype beast side. Like totally. You know, whatever. For me, I like both. You know what I'm saying? Because we all have a little bit of hype beast in us. And then everybody in all 4 of us in this group right here, in this live right here, is very much from a different era than this new era right now. So we all can consider ourselves all sneakerheads, like it or not. This little Funko nigga here, but he's still a sneakerhead. So we all come from that era, you know, where we had to pick up shoes. We had to go pick up Jordans on Wednesdays instead of Saturdays.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I very much, but you know, not to ramble that much. I'm very much neutral in this. The only thing, and I told IBA this, so this ain't nothing new where I'm shaking them at all whatsoever. It was that one question where they was like, yo, what's the sneaker and what's the story behind it? And IBA straight up was like, I ain't got no story behind this, but this question right here, though, is lit. And I was like, this nigga, dog. Where's the story behind this? Like, I ain't got no story, man.
I said it was a shoe. I said it was a shoe that I've wanted, you know what I'm saying, when I was in high school and shit, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't able to get it. So I did come with a story, but I didn't have no long drawn out, you know, story behind it.
But then you
started out the gate like I ain't got no story when you really did have a story. And I was like, dog, why this nigga just say that shit?
Right.
You got to remember the chat was the ones who was judging. So they felt as though IBA had the better shoe.
Yeah, I mean, but what I'm saying though, for me personally, I know what the chat and all that, you know what I'm saying, was going off of. I'm just saying because I'm a very detail oriented type of dude. When it basically felt like to me like it was kind of a concede, you know what I'm saying, like he conceded the whole round because he was like, I ain't got no story. But this question is hard though. I don't need no story.
Right.
It's like, well, technically you ain't really answered, but okay. And you had a story with it. So it was like, but IBA, you got a story. Just say that. Don't even say you ain't got no story because you really do got a story.
Right.
So that was really it. That was really it. And like I said, you know, everybody in the chat, me and IBA already had this conversation directly after that battle. So this ain't nothing. That's my brother. It ain't none of that. So don't even try it. All right. This is a public service announcement. Don't even try it. All right. So
no, I didn't like that. I didn't like that chair you were sitting in though. I didn't like that chair though.
The chair?
Oh, IBA.
I feel like you can get it. That look like that. It just looking like a grandparent's chair. I feel like you could get a better chair for your setup. That's all.
We're already talking about the battle. You want to bring up my goddamn chair? That nigga over there being petty.
Very detail oriented.
Right.
But on a serious note. If you going through each round of the sneakers, because it was 4 rounds. Even when you think of the round with the most expensive, like I said in the chat, I commented and said, "What are we judging?" Like, because I'm trying to figure out what are we judging here? Because if I pay $500 for a shoe, if I pay $250, $300 for a shoe at retail, and you buy another shoe at $2,500, does that mean since your shoe was $2,500, it's better than mine?
Nah, not at all.
If it was the
I mean, regardless of what shoe it is, I'm just saying the price matter.
The price doesn't matter because the price on the shoe don't make it dope. To me, the price doesn't make it dope. You could pay $1,500 for a shoe, or you could pay $100 for a shoe. It's the look of the shoe. It's what it looks like to me.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And so that was my point with that round. Like I was trying to figure out what do we because regardless of how much you pay for, if it looks good, it looks good. If it's ugly, it's ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I was kind of confused. Right. I was kind of a little confused about that.
But the shoe. Once again, let's not get off. That's why when anybody that was saying what they were saying, I was about, oh, I don't know how IBA won, or yo, the chat is crazy, and what's the name? Let's look at the shoes. Even in that round, I would give to JONESKICKZ because that Yeezy. That was the round. That was the Yeezy. It was the Yeezy versus the 11. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would give it to the Yeezy in that round. I'm just looking at shoe. Exactly. That's you feel me? That's what I'm saying. Like, so niggas is calling it straight down the middle. Like I'm comparing both shoes. I'm comparing the way I relate to the shoe or the way I feel about that shoe, and then I'm voting.
So you feel like you relate more to that Yeezy than a Jordan 11?
We were talking about the specific shoe of the 11. It was the white. That was the Columbia, right?
Yeah.
The Columbia 11. Great shoe.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
The Columbia 11 is a great shoe. It's not the Bread 11. It's not the Concord. It's not the Space Jam.
No, I get that. Okay.
I understand what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. It's not any of those. Now, if we're looking at that Nike Yeezy, some would say that's the best Yeezy ever going to be made if he stayed with Nike. He's on Adidas, so it's a different look now. But if you look at them Nike Yeezys, they was on a different playing field. They had everything that we like from them, from straps to glow in the dark to the colorway to was. So you're going to give it to that shoe. So I can call the rounds down the middle. So as I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, he might have got one round, but the rest of them rounds, IBA got it. Like when you compare the shoes, don't even scratch the story, scratch even answering the question. Just look at the shoes going against each other, and that's how that's just how I called the whole battle. After, like I said, I listened to it once, then I watched it once, and I'm like, both times, IBA got it. Whether you get them around or all the rounds.
let me speak on it. Let me speak on it, bro. Look, as much. Okay, look. When they start pairing up the battles, right? Even when we was pairing up the battles, I was like, man, I hope I don't go up against JONESKICKZ. What happened? We ended up getting paired up. And I'm like, bro, as soon as I found that out, to be honest, I felt like, bro, I know what that man got in his collection, bro. Like, there's no way. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, hold on a second. Just to put it in perspective, IBA, I don't know if you know this offhand, but so does E-Money do that as in like a randomizer, or does he like how does he set that all up? You know?
He get the 8 people and then he pair them up together. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like a random pair. It ain't like a assigned pair.
Okay.
So it could have been anybody. It could have been me against AWOL. It could have been me against, you know what I'm saying? It could have been me against anybody. So that's not, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's just how the cards lay. You know what I'm saying? You throw them up and they lay and that's what it is. But what I say that to say this though, what I'm trying to say is, to be honest, does that man have more heat than me? I'm gonna be honest and say yes.
But hold on, let me stop you. More heat, but see, this is what I don't understand. When you say more heat to who?
Facts.
True. All right, well, I don't want to really put him in that box as far as height, but nigga, Grails. Let's say Grails. He got Grails.
Who's Grails?
All right,
his own.
Well, I hear, and I probably, you know what I'm trying to say, and you know what I mean, though.
I'm not trying to be like a dickhead. I'm just asking because.
No, like, but you're right. You're right, though. You're right. I feel you when you say that.
Because I'm just like it depends. Like who's to say? Like who's to say if the average person will look at his collection and say, you know what, it's okay, because they just not feeling that shit. But it's like even with my collection, people were like. Will see my collection and it's like, you know, it's all right. I mean, you can have, you know, you can do better, but that's just their opinion. So it's all opinionated.
So yeah,
it's
but
opinion. Facts.
So okay, yeah, it's all opinion. But okay, let's check this out. So let's say I feel like at the end of the day, it's like you had a hand and I had a hand. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's based on how you play your hand, based off of these questions, and you know, and I mean, you can't really say about the viewers, but as far as the questions being asked, and try to be as truthful as you can with your answer. You feel me?
Exactly.
So the thing is, I feel like what happened was that I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like that battle was yours to take. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I feel like you played your hand wrong, and you played some shit with people that don't know about certain shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, you're not catering to a room full of hype beasts. You're not catering to a room full of, you know what I'm saying, people that be on that level as far as kicks. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So the thing is, I'm gonna keep it 100. Just like that Kent LeBron, the Kent LeBron, whatever. Nigga, you know that shit could be on the shelf in the store, and hundreds of people probably will pass that shoe, and nobody catches what that shit is until the right person walked in and seen it and bought it off the shelf. It wasn't even their size, but they bought it because they know they could turn around and flip that shoe.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? The same thing with the nerd NMD. A lot of people don't fuck with NMDs. Then at the end of the day, according to the public, some people will say NMDs are dead. And then another thing is, some people gonna see that shoe and don't know what the fuck it is.
That's a fact.
Because it's a unicorn. That's why it's a unicorn.
Yeah, but that doesn't excuse it.
Yeah,
no. I'm saying that's why nobody would know what that shoe is, because you shouldn't know what it is. It's a unicorn. Like, has anybody ever seen that mystical creature ever in their life for real?
Yeah, but then that's what I said. That's why I said that's how he shot himself in the foot with it.
Exactly, because it's a unicorn, you should know it's a unicorn and not pull that one out in the battle.
Right. Don't nobody know about that. I'm telling you. That's a shoe that could have been on the shelf. You know how many people would have passed that shoe up and didn't think twice about that damn shoe?
Facts.
Yeah.
I'm just
especially
versus
the shoe it was battling.
Right.
Especially versus the shoe it was battling. Once again, I take it back to comparing the shoes in each round. I looked at that shit round. I told you, I treated that shit like battle rap. Like, IBA went first, JONESKICKZ went second. Okay, cool. This one, that one, like, you looking at the Iverson compared to that Pharrell. I don't even care if you know what that shoe is. I know what that shoe. We all know what that shoe is. Yeah. I'm still picking the Iverson hands down. That's me,
bruh. Because I ain't gonna even lie. When he pulled the shoe out, if you look at my fucking facial expression when I pulled it out, I was like,
"Yeah, you knew."
You know, I'm like, bruh.
I was in the chat like, this nigga sweating. IBA sweating.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I feel like he did, like, it was his to win, but he did it to himself. So how am I wrong? I played my hand the best way I could to my ability, dealing with what I had.
No. Let's be clear. Nobody said you. Well, I don't think nobody said you were wrong. At least I don't think so.
Right.
No, not at all.
But at the end of the day, like you said, you played your hand how you were supposed to play it, and at the end of the day, because I'm sure, like the average person going in, like, and I'm talking about somebody who knows every shoe that was presented, somebody who knows about every shoe that was presented. The average person going in, they're going to look at your full and they're going to look at his full. They're like, nah. Because his shit, all that shit is super limited. You ain't just about to find that shit nowhere.
Right.
So everybody is automatically thinking, oh yeah, he got this shit sold up.
Right.
But like I said, when you asking a group of people and they got to pick the shoe that they actually like, it's like, yeah, I mean that like even with the off-white one, I'm just, right. I've said on several different videos, I'm just not a fan of the off-white one. It looks incomplete. It's a weird looking shoe to me. So the off-white
it's supposed to look incomplete though.
Yeah, I mean, in fact, clearly it's supposed to look like that. But I just don't like it for myself. So in that round, I'm going with the Chicago versus the LA, because first of all, I can make that Chicago and LA shoe look any way I want it to look. Purposely. Like I can purposely have some fun with this shoe. With that right. Fuck, I couldn't even really wear it like that.
So break it down, round. So IBA, you won the Barkley, you won the Gina. The Gina was versus the LeBron, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Like, Come on, help me out, y'all.
Okay, I won.
I mean,
won
not
with
for me though. Not for me. I'm gonna keep it real. Not for me, because
I won with the Barkley, and then I won with the Gina, and then I won with the Iversons.
With the Iversons. See, so that's the most controversial round is that Iverson and Iverson the real round. The human race. That's the most. I think that's what really got people kind of going off.
All right, so round one. What does everybody call it? Rep. What do you call it, Rep? Round one. Barkley versus the Complex Con.
Now you see Rep calling every round. You see that shirt he got?
Nah. Hey, shout out to JONESKICKZ while we at it here. Shout out to JONESKICKZ. Round one. I mean, come on, man. You know you know what I'm gonna say about that. I'm biased. It was Jordan 1, right? Yeah, it was a Jordan 1. Yeah.
Okay. IBA, you can't even what's the name? You was in the battle. You got the big W. Shoe Freak, what you call it?
Oh, I'm definitely going with the I went with the Barkley easily.
Okay. Round two. What was round two?
Yeah.
Round two.
Round two was
the ones, right?
Hold on. Before round two, understand why I got that round one. I got the round one based off of that story, not just that shoe.
Yeah.
Of course, 100%. I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to speed through the round so I could see where
IBA did it, and that's what I'm saying. I'm so neutral in this because IBA story was on hit. You know what I'm saying? For that, I ain't gonna lie. I love this story behind that. You know, whatever. But at the same time, it's like the time that I've known IBA, and then he tells that story. It's like you know what I'm saying? Okay, I feel you.
Right.
You know, so but the shoe, I mean, that's when I go to the other side, you know, like I'm a Jordan 1 fanatic. So
right.
But
see, so you were Jordan 1 fanatic, but you're not telling me every Jordan 1 would have beat that Barkley out in that round. So you're telling me no matter what Jordan 1 would have came out, you would have still went with that Jordan 1?
You know who you talking to?
Yeah, everyone would have won.
No, regardless of the one, everyone, just because it's silhouette, pretty much.
As long as it's a one, it was winning.
It was winning.
That's why I said I wanted to see where everybody's head was at. JONESKICKZ in the building. So shout out to JONESKICKZ.
JONESKICKZ was good.
Was goody. Everyone would have won.
For me personally, that's what I'm saying. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody is different, and that's why I love this dialogue and this debate. Because for me, I don't give a damn what anybody pulls up. If they put a Jordan 1, he could have pulled a bread out, and I'd have been like, "This nigga is the GOAT."
Right.
I can't hear you. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? But that's for me personally. He could have pulled out some Air Force Ones. Yeah,
we can hear you.
We can hear you, Tyron. He could have pulled out some Air Force Ones, and I'd have been like, I like this nigga. But that's me. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody's going to, you know what I'm saying, like what I like or do what I do. And I respect that. That's why I love this culture, and that's why I love the diversity that we all bring to the table.
Right.
I can't hear.
You can't hear us?
No, he can't hear us.
I can definitely hear you over there for sure.
Yeah,
I can hear him. It's probably a setting.
Right, now I can't hear y'all.
You can't hear us?
But they keep cutting in and out.
Okay. What up, Tyron? Tyron, can you go ahead and drop your intro one time real quick though. Let them know who you are. Oh, maybe.
Fuck Martha Stewart.
Okay, all right. We just gonna keep going until he get it together. So, but that's me personally or whatever. So I'm very neutral in that round because I like the one, but I like IBA's story.
No, it doesn't sound too neutral though, bro. It doesn't sound too neutral.
I mean, if we going specifically off the shoe, then I feel Jones won. But once again, it's not about the shoe itself. It's the shoe and the story. Just like IBA said, that's what was asked. That's what they had to come with.
Facts.
Yeah, that's facts.
That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. Once again, I'm very detail oriented. So once again, if you go back to elementary school, if you didn't do the whole full sentence, you got half credit.
Right.
I think it went back to elementary school.
Hey, I'm just saying though. If we was in elementary school and you did your math homework and you ain't show your work,
the
what
answer's
happened?
wrong. You stupid.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact.
Nigga, you got to show your work. So
I don't know. I think, like I said, the overall battle was decent. I think it was definitely a good battle. I do feel like,
what about round two though? Did everybody say round one? What about round two?
Round two
was the 11 against the Kanye.
Oh no, against the Kanye. I think that was hands down. Like for me, that goes to the easy.
Yeah, I went with the 11. I went with the 11 solely. I mean, clearly based off. Like I said, I didn't like that colorway. Now that, like I said, had that would have been the black colorway, man. Round 3, we might as well go to the next one because it's over. But
okay, but what you picking at 11? You went with that 11 for that colorway, or you went with that 11 due to just it being an 11?
Well, I went with the 11 due to it being 11 and the colorway. Because at one point in my life, I wanted that 11. I never wanted that Yeezy, even at retail. I mean, I didn't like.
So then, why didn't you use that same thought process with the Yeezy? You said if it wasn't that color, if it was the black colorway, then you would have moved on to the next round.
No, so I wanted the black colorway. I never wanted that. I never wanted that other colorway of the Yeezy. I never wanted that. I never cared for that.
Okay, so you edged the 11 ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, got you. All right.
Yeah, the 11 for me got the edge because I actually wanted that 11. That same, I wanted that. I just didn't buy it. But that Yeezy colorway, I didn't really care for that colorway.
I'm with you. Cadillac Jackson in the building.
Cody
all right, round three was
Oh, and my round 2. Hold on. My round 2 was the 11. My fault. My round 2 was the 11.
All right, so 1-1. All right, it would be 1-1. Okay, gotcha.
Tyron, what was your round 2? Okay, Tyron still can't hear. All right, we're gonna go into the round 3 then.
I don't think he can hear us. Yeah. What was 3?
Round 3 was.
I think 3 was the. Was it the LeBron?
Yeah, it was the Jane and the LeBron. Yeah.
Yeah, the so versus the Jordan 1, the Gina, the Apple, the Gina. Yeah.
The Gina. Yeah.
I want to go to Rep with this one because Rep's the one guy. So how did you call that?
We already know how he called it.
Yeah, you already know.
Oh, you went 1? I thought you said the LeBron.
No. I like the Gina over that LeBron. I'm not a huge fan of the Gina, but I like that one compared to that LeBron.
Okay, got you.
And I like that. I like that. I was going with that one. I was going with that one over that LeBron. I didn't like that LeBron at all. To me, though, it just wasn't. It wasn't. To me, it was. It don't look good to me. So I wasn't fucking with that LeBron.
I mean, y'all have never seen me except the Big Bangs have a LeBron ever in my. And I'm a huge LeBron fan, but I'm not a fan of his sneakers. Even that new one that they're about to drop. Mm-hmm. I'm just not a big. His shoes are too bulky. His shoes are way too bulky. Mm-hmm. So that's just something that's just not. I mean, even though I'm a huge Jordan 1 Air Force 1 fanatic or whatever, I'm just not big on Barclays, LeBrons. I understand why they make them because of the type of player that they are. But for me, it's not me.
And I'm going with the one. So I didn't like the LeBron.
See, and then look, like I told y'all before, as far as that LeBron, it's not appealing to everybody. You know what I'm saying? First of all, a lot of people don't mess with LeBron. Then 2, yes, that's a LeBron, and we know what it is. But at the end of the day, a lot of people probably would pass on that shoe if it was just like if it didn't have the collab aspect of it, it was just a regular LeBron. Like if it didn't have no hype behind it, a lot of people probably wouldn't even buy that shoe. Because to be honest, I don't look at the shoe as being appealing. I mean, it has flowers on it or whatever, the vines or whatever that is, if I'm saying it correctly, but it might not appeal to everybody.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
You know. But at the end of the day, when he put that shoe up, you see what I did? I was like, oh, God, because I know what the shit is. Because I know what it is. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
So I mean, I wasn't trying to like. I mean, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, like I said, I mean, but you gotta understand what I may know that everybody in the room is a different type of a sneakerhead. Everybody ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's different levels to this shit.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? What we all might know about, the next 5 people might not know nothing about that shit. We still learning today. There's a lot of shit that we don't know about that niggas educate us on sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
That's all that was. So with that being said, I just felt with that one, he kind of shot himself in the foot.
Can he hear us?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just real choppy when I hear from me to hear y'all. Like when y'all talk, it just gets real chopped up.
Tyron, you at work?
Yeah, man. I'm in my locker room right now, so.
Okay, that's understandable then. Yeah, that's probably why then. Yeah, so I mean, Tyron, I mean, we haven't heard from you yet, and hopefully it's not too choppy or whatever. But I mean, what's your perspective and how do you feel?
I mean,
and IBA said he don't want no smoke on that rematch.
What you say?
IBA said he don't want no smoke with that rematch either.
It ain't about not wanting no smoke. I just feel like, you know what I'm saying? I just feel like I'm the underdog. I mean, it happened where it happened.
Yeah, and I mean, I can respect his opinion for it. It was just something you know what I'm saying? It was just something I threw out there. I mean, if it happened, it happened. If not, at the end of the day, that's still my boy, and this shit is just gym shoes.
Yeah, right.
That's a fact. Like, it's all in fun. You know what I'm saying? All in fun of what we, you know what I'm saying, what we all enjoy doing.
Like everybody, a lot of people that know me, y'all know I like to joke. I got a couple of memes of myself. I would like to post up. Like, let me get on fun. Tag me, whoever create the memes. But as far as the sneaker battle go, I mean, like y'all saying, like it all. One, I didn't know my audience. If I knew that the people didn't know what that Kith LeBron was, or what was the other shoe? The Pharrell was. Like, if I would have known that, then hey, those are 2 shoes that I would have picked. I'd have pulled the Union out.
Right.
I'd have pulled out another Off-White. Like, if I don't know my audience. I'm assuming that y'all say, oh, we got 50, we got 80 people inside of this sneaker room. So I'm thinking like, all right, so there's all different levels of sneakerheads in this room. Fact. Regardless of IBA's reaction, no offense, the Kith LeBron looks cleaner than that Gina. That Gina looked like a shoe that Michael Jackson should wear. Do I want the Gina? Hell yeah, I want it. Do I have it? No. But that Kith LeBron, and this is just me, looks better than that Gina.
Right.
If we go to the Pharrell versus the Reebok, it's like, no offense, not a lot of people wear Reeboks. If you're going to wear Reebok, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna put that Iverson on. So I own a pair of Iversons. Like, I'm not gonna trip about that shoe, but that compared to a Pharrell, like, even if you don't know what a shoe is and you're in a sneaker battle and you're in the comments, you can still run the StockX, or you can still look up a shoe and be like, oh damn, like maybe this shit ain't something I can just get right now just because I want it or because it looks good.
See, but wait, at that point we just talking about the cost of it. So we gotta remember, if you going solely off the look, if you going solely off the look, which is why I picked the Iverson, because first I'm connected, because I grew up on it, and I feel like as far as the look, it's an overall better looking shoe, regardless of how limited or the price. Because both of those shoes sitting in a store at retail for $150. Me personally, I'm going to buy the shoe that I like the most, which would probably be that Iverson.
Definitely, and that's how we are. Like, we always say, wear what you like. Fuck what other people think. Wear what you like. I got plenty of shoes my wife hates. I love the hell out the shoe, so I'm gonna wear the shoe. But like I said, I'm not hating the fact that he beat me in the sneaker battle. I don't like. I guess I should have tried to find out what level of sneakerhead I was dealing with, which is impossible. I just jumped in there. It was like, all right, so let's battle.
All right, so like Tyron, let me ask you this. Can you hear me?
Let's not.
Yeah. I can hear you.
All right, so look, let me ask him this question. So before this battle, did you ever go check out E-Money shoes, like the previous battles or anything like that?
No, I did no research whatsoever. I've been doing a lot of stuff with JONESKICKZ. I got a lot of personal stuff going on. Like when he put up the group, when we got the inbox of the group, that's why I started asking the rules, because that was the first time. I think I seen Retro Rico throw up the sneaker battle. I went to E-Money's page and he said, if you're trying to get in the battle, let me know. I shot E a quick message. At that point, it was like, all right, so I'm in. I was like, all right, so I'm like, well, damn, who am I battling? When am I battling? And I remember IBA saying, like, oh, man, like, I hope I ain't got to battle such and such. Battle me. I'm like, bro, like, it's just a sneaker battle. Like, you can possibly win this battle. So, I mean, I feel like when it comes to a sneaker battle, you can't hold whoever the player is or the person who the shoe is designed for. Like, oh, I hate LeBron, so I'm not going to vote for the LeBron. Like, this isn't LeBron versus Kobe. This ain't LeBron versus Wade versus Jordan. This is, do you like this shoe better than this shoe?
That's a fact. I agree.
The LeBron got shot down just because it was a fucking LeBron.
Well, not necessarily.
True.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I seen a bunch of comments in there. It's like, oh, I don't like LeBron, so I'm not voting.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I get that. I get
I've seen that too.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. There was.
But we're not. But that battle was not based on the person. It's based on the shoe.
It's true.
Like the funny thing is, I'm still not tripping over that. I was a Kobe fan. Kobe snitched on Shaq. I stopped being a Kobe fan. Towards the end of Kobe's career, I've always known Kobe is the closest we will ever see to Jordan.
Facts.
Like, I still respect Kobe game. I still like Kobe as a player. I don't like what he did as a person just because of the way that I grew up. I'm not about to sit up and say, man, fuck every last single Kobe that come out. I got Kobe's in my collection.
That's a fact.
Like, I'm not gonna shoot down your shoe just because I might not like that player.
Right.
That's not what happens in a sneaker battle. But for that to happen to LeBron, it's like, all right, cool, I'll take it on the chin. But I now that I know, like, and this is just my mentality for every sneaker battle, I'm just gonna blow the doors off the bitch as soon as I get in.
Right.
I'm gonna keep my foot on the neck and on the gas.
As you should.
It still comes off as checking the audience though, because the shit that you gotta remember the shit you had at another setting, my nigga IBA would have probably got ran out of the building.
Right.
And
but see, the thing is, how am I? Right, but this is my thing, and I probably should have did my research, but I understand this for y'all to say, like, I should have checked my setting. All right, cool. I'm not going to be able to see every person that comes in a YouTube and start going to IG. No offense, I don't know what kind of time y'all have, but I personally don't have time to go up under each person's page and see their level of sneakerhead and what they got, because I have a business to run. I have a family to take care of. I have a relationship. Like, I got a ton of other shit that's going on with me than to find out how each individual person. I'm doing a sneaker battle. Like, all right, cool. It's either you're gonna be the person like, oh, this shoe is cute. That shoe is ugly. I don't fuck with this person. I fuck with this person. So I'm taking ownership for the shit that I picked. I really don't have a ton of Adidas. It's either Yeezy or Pharrell.
Right.
Not like you should want to pick the winner sneaker battle Pharrell over this 78. Maybe I could have just grabbed an Adidas Yeezy and called it a day.
I think personally for me, when it came to
what's good, bro?
When it came to Tyron getting up in here, and then shout out to Cat, he just jumped in the building. I'll let him do his intro in a second once I say this, but I think for Tyron jumping in the battle, I knew out the gate that Tyron, aka Mr. JONESKICKZ, if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, first of all, he's not on YouTube. So with him not being on YouTube, I knew out the gate that Tyron probably didn't even know, number one, who E-Money was like that.
Right.
And then also, well, the audience, you know, like you know, his demographic, his audience, number two. And then also, you know, just what he was getting himself into. Not saying that, you know, like Tyron couldn't handle himself, because he can handle himself when it comes to sneakers and everything across the board. But what I'm saying is, as far as like getting into that sneaker battle, like for example, I'll give a prime example for myself. Last year, because Caddy in here right now, so it makes me think about it. When Caddy and them did the Talking Kicks sneaker battle, that was last year, right, Caddy? Can you hear me?
What are you talking about? The sock battle?
The combo battle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the killer combo battle that they did for Talking Kicks. First round, I put up my picture against I don't remember who it was. No disrespect to that person, who I went against in the first round, and I got smashed. And my picture was fire, but it don't matter. It didn't matter about, you know what I'm saying, about my picture. Everybody else liked whoever else, you know, the other person that I battled. They liked his picture or his combo better than mine. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna feel some type of way because it's my picture, but at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's about the whole audience for Talking Kicks, and they liked my man's picture compared to mine. It is what it is.
I'll tell you what happened basically, because I watched the whole battle. I watched JONESKICKZ and IBA. Like, for me, it was a dope battle. However, like, there were certain shoes.
I can't hear what he's saying.
Like, Jones came out with those Kith LeBrons, and to me, I was like, people don't really know what those are.
Right.
Like, there's a lot of people that, like, when I saw them, I was like, ooh, shit. But I'm a LeBron collector.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then, you know, I heard a lot of people say, well, I don't fuck with LeBron. Fuck LeBron. I don't like LeBron. And it's like, well, damn, we not here to judge the person.
Exactly.
God,
right.
Just the shoe and the question. The question was, pull out a hype shoe out of your collection. There was hype behind this shoe.
Yeah.
But there was also hype behind your shoe.
Right. So
it's like you got one shoe here, one shoe here. You got the SP Genas. There was hype behind that. You got the Kith LeBrons.
But so, real quick, when he pulled the shoe out, you're looking like people don't know what that shoe is. At the moment of judging, you're judging based off of what? What are you judging? Are you judging based on the two different shoes on how they look, or are you judging based on the shoes as which one is more limited or which one is more hard to keep?
I see that, and that's the thing. That's where the specifics come in, because you have, if they ask a question, like for example, there was one when Flashy was in there, they asked, pull out your oldest shoe. She pulled out one shoe that was older than the other dude's shoe. But people in the chat liked the other guy's shoe better than her shoe. So he got the point. And then she was like, well, wait a minute. You said pull out a shoe older than this person's shoe. My shoe is older, so why am I not getting the point? And it's like, it's not based on the question. It's based on whether the chat likes your shit or not.
Yeah, but in that setting, though, what if I don't have a shoe in that year that you have?
Doesn't like your shit. You're not gonna get that point. Like when I'm not even.
I can understand what he's saying.
Are y'all on? Did y'all talk about the AI versus the NMD?
I can't hear what he's saying.
We talked about it, but you can get back in it.
All right. So when I saw the AI, I was like, the history of the AI hit me. You know what I'm saying? I was like, damn. Like when I first saw it, because I got the blue toes, and I first saw it, I was like, damn, I still need those red toes. And it made me want, it was like, shit. And then I saw the NMD, and I'm like, fuck. I was like, I don't know about this one. So when I saw the Iverson one, I was like, wow. It's just like playing a game of spades with your people. Like you think you got a card and somebody pull out that spade and they cutting the deck. It's a wrap.
That's a fact.
Ain't nothing you can do about that.
Right.
And that's what happened. Just so it happens, IBA cut the deck on that one.
And then and I think that's one of the most. I think that is probably one of the most controversial rounds from that battle. Like, because everybody, like even my guy that was on the that was on a panel, he was saying like, "Oh man, y'all crazy. If y'all think this Iverson is better than," and it's like, bro, like you can't tell people what to like or what to think. Like, my nigga, I feel like this is a better shoe, regardless of what you think.
Right.
Most people will say that shoe is better because it's hard to find. It's hard to get.
Yeah.
So that don't necessarily mean that it's better because you can't afford it or you can't get it.
It all goes off of the popular vote. It all goes off of what the chat likes. Like, the chat can be Jordan heavy. The chat could be Jordan, it could be Jordan 11 heavy. And
yeah,
if they
absolutely.
Like, you pull out a Jordan 3 versus Jordan 11, and that chat is like, oh, the Concords or ain't nothing you can do about it.
And it's happened. It's happened before.
Facts.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
So what I'm hearing is just any given night.
That's a fact.
And
I'm gonna tell you this right now. We have several people. If you, like I said, that's why I asked. The first thing I asked him was, have he watched previous battles? Because there are several people that fell victim to the same thing.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? AWOL took one. Retro Rico took one. There's a couple of people that took one where it was real close, but it's just how you played that hand. You know what I'm saying? Then, like I said, you playing it to the crowd. So, and that's what to be honest, that's the beauty about this battle, is because it can go anywhere. You can't really prep for it.
Yeah, for me personally, I feel like when it comes to a sneaker battle, if it's E-Money, if it's anybody, it can literally, it's like March Madness is because anybody can get it.
Anybody, any given day. That's what I say.
You know what I mean?
It can go either way.
And like I said the night of the battle or whatever, man. The only thing for me, once again, is that IBA was like, I ain't got no story behind this shoe, but here go the question right here, and that's it. And the whole question was the shoe and the story. And once he said he ain't had no story, I told JONESKICKZ, I was like, man, Tyron could have pulled out a PF flyer, but had a story for that PF flyer, and I felt like, hey, he won because he had a story.
But the chat, you got to remember, the chat was still going to judge the shoes, though. Even without a story, with or without a story, they still going to judge the shoe.
Yeah, that's what we did.
Freaking it right there. That's what you got. The chat judges the shoe, regardless of your story. Your story could be one of the greatest stories ever. You could have, walked 5 miles in the rain and it started snowing, and you pulled a kid who was in the wheelchair, on your back, and fell
right.
And the chat might be like, but damn, those Jordans, I gotta give it to the Jordans.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You can do about it.
But that's what I'm saying. I mean, but I understand that, but I guess I could take back the whole PF flyer thing. But going back to that round, IBA, I told once again.
I get what you're saying. You feel like, if you don't, the question is this: if you don't come with that, then you should take an L.
That's it. Right. That was my only
story. Like you said, the teacher with the half credit. Where's your story? Like, show your work in class.
Show your work.
You got to answer. Show your work. I can't give you all the credit.
But I did say a story.
Now I think we getting off of the fact of judging the shoe.
What was the story?
Because at the end of the day, that's
but that's not my fault though. Like, if that's what they say it is, then I feel that's what you need to provide. Show your work. Otherwise, I feel like you used a calculator.
He said calculator.
I just think at the end of the day, you looking at that shoe.
Bro, listen. that battle came, that battle was a great battle. It's like it's what you expect from a sneaker battle. And the thing about it is, the one thing people need to realize when you in a sneaker battle is that at the end of the day, this is not saying one person's collection is better than another person's collection. It's just like an exhibition. That's all it is. It's an exhibition. You're answering questions that the judges are pulling out, and based on the questions, this is what your answer is.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's it, and that's all.
Yeah. So it's all like you said, how we play your hand at that point.
Yeah, it's a game of spades, bro. And you might have a little joke and put that bad boy on the table, like, yeah, I got him down. Bam, I'm cutting two. Nothing you can do about it.
Nothing.
Right.
No, you can put that bad boy on the table, like. But yeah, it was a dope battle. Like, and
was that
honestly, what happened?
No, I was just gonna say so. Go ahead and finish up, Caddy.
No, because I think a lot of people, including myself, I will throw it out there. IBA, we had you as the underdog.
I was the underdog.
That's a fact.
But let me ask
I know it.
We had you the underdog because we were basically paying attention to your body language. So he's like, well, shit, if the nigga said he ain't got nothing, then.
So let me ask you this: you had him based on, you had him being the underdog based off of what? Like when you first saw who he was going up against, you had him as the underdog based off of what?
I had him based off the underdog off of his body language.
No. So this is not before the battle. You saying?
This was before the battle because, you know, when IBA had always said, I ain't got shit. Like and it was just like, okay. So, but then when they put him against Jones, he was like, I don't even want to do this shit. And I was like, well, he got to have something. I was like, I know he got some kicks in his collection, but I've seen Jones kick on my Instagram. So I know he got shit. We had just saw him in DC, and the nigga had Yeezys in his hand. I know he got shit.
So he had on Fear Gods.
So that's what I'm saying. So you got to. I think when it comes to these battles, everybody, in my opinion, especially as far as the judges, it need to be like a well, you're probably not gonna ever get it, but you need 100% non-biased judges, which is probably never gonna happen because everybody's gonna have an issue with something or have something to say about something. My thing is, like I said, when you look at how that battle went. And when you look at what JONESKICKZ brought to the table, my nigga, from looking at what he had to the table, man, first of all, just pricing that shit alone, it's like, bro, I can't relate to that. Like, come on, like I can't relate to that. So I think it's hard to say, but at the same time, you got it looks like, you know what? At the end of the day, it's like two separate situations. Now, granted, like I said, because I talked to IBA several times. IBA had himself taking the L.
Right.
Like, nigga, you ain't even get to the battle yet. He's like, man, I already know I'm gonna lose. But like we've been saying all day, it's all about how you play the card.
Like I told people, I said the reason why you understand me and Mr. Jones talk. We know each other. We be in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Because look, like I said, I'm aware of what that man got. That man got Fear Gods. That man got Unions. That he got Off-Whites. You know what I'm saying? He got not for resales. You know what I'm saying? And the list goes on.
But see, you got to remember with all of that stuff is cool to somebody, not necessarily to everybody. Though.
True.
See, but then you're putting a penalty on the person. Like, for example, if Jones got fired, we know that. So you can't. It's hard to look at his collection and say, "Damn, we can't relate to that," because then it's like you're penalizing him for
being able to
afford what he can afford.
Yeah. No, let's be clear. I can't relate. I'm just saying I can't.
Some people
nobody else.
Yeah,
my money ain't like that. I'm sorry.
You got shit in your collection. Stop acting like that.
Look, compared to who we're talking about, I'm good, bro. I can't relate. Look, you gotta give respect when it's due. I can't relate.
I was just being real with the questions that came out. Like I said, the most I've ever spent on the shoe was $350. So, you know what I'm saying? I kept it 100. I could have poured out something else and you lied about it, but I kept it 100 with all my answers, and it just worked out in my favor. That's all I did, bro.
Yeah, and you got to respect that. Like, you got to respect that, I mean? Because I know there's been a few people who have done sneaker battles and lied and sat there and been like, oh, yeah, I just got this is my latest pickup. Like, you didn't just get that. I just seen your Instagram and you had that on there months ago.
Right.
Like, stop.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It depends. I guess it boils down to it depends on the crowd. Because some people you'll have an audience full of people who just fucking with like hype stuff. So if that's the case, more than likely, if you ain't got nothing, like if you don't have Fed Guards or not for resales or Travis Scott or something like that, my nigga, you don't have a chance.
Yeah,
that's what they looking for. Most people, they looking for that type of stuff because they think just because it's limited and just because it's hype, it looks better.
Mm-hmm.
Not everybody feels that way, but a lot of people feel that way. Like, oh man, they only made 100 pair of these. These look outstanding because they limited. They look outstanding.
Right.
You release that same shoe in a general release. If you release that same shoe, like an Air Jordan 11, like a million pair, my nigga, it's not going nowhere. So most people are looking at it in different ways.
Right.
I feel like just when it comes to a E-Money sneaker battle, man, just don't put black ass African in no sneaker battle. Otherwise, anybody can get it. Anybody.
Hey. Like I said, it's been many upsets, bro. I'm just saying, there's been many upsets. This ain't the first. I mean, I'm not trying to talk on this one, but I'm just saying it's happened. I've seen it happen. And people that watch E-Money battles in the past, you know this. It's happened.
Yeah, because it's based off the chat. But then again, it's based off
the chat. It's not even just E-Money. Like it's anybody's battles. If you are going off what the chat is, because I'm gonna keep it real. At the end of the day, I honestly feel like when sneaker battles are done, it's really a popularity contest. It's a popularity contest of the person and the sneaker.
Right.
That's really what it is. So if they don't know you, you can pull out, yeah, I got these Air Mags. But who is this nigga? You know, whatever. So and then somebody else can be like, oh, well, I put out these Reebok pumps. Man, I remember when I got them Reebok pumps, though. You know, so
we gotta love the pumps, though. We gotta show love to the pumps now.
He must got a pair.
Oh, you know, he got some Billy Hoyles over there.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure, I got a pair of pumps. Come on now, don't do me like that.
So that's just my pick. I think all sneaker battles are really just a popularity contest.
I gotta take it out in a minute. I gotta make some broccoli too. You need some broccoli.
You know, there's different variables in every sneaker battle. You're talking about if you promote it on your page, that you got the people who follow you, who really come in and vote. You got the people who like the shoe, who actually like the shoes and doing an honest vote. You got the people who may not like the person whose shoe you got on. If it's a signature shoe, like, oh, I don't like KD, so I'm not voting for the KDs.
Right.
It could be the most fire KD out there. They're gonna be like, I still don't like KD.
Yeah. So I mean, because there's never really no way of getting around that. That's the biggest problem with these type of battles. You ain't never gonna get around that.
Yeah.
No, you're not. There's no way, shape, or form, even with the judges, because you might have some judges, like for example, like McFly in 313 don't like LeBron. So,
right.
So even with them being on the show and their judges, it could be like, well, damn, you know, how does that work out? You just gotta go.
Yeah, I think that's the only downside to it. That's the downside to it, because at the end of the day, if I don't like, which is crazy, but it's like if I don't, even though we know LeBron has some outstanding sneakers, if I don't like him, whoever pulls out on LeBron, they automatically lost to me because I don't like him. Which is, you know what I'm saying, which is a problem in itself.
I don't know. I love LeBron, but I don't necessarily, like I said before, I don't necessarily like all his sneakers. Like,
shoot, like I said, I only got one pair of LeBrons, and that's just because I had them when I was, like I said, when I was younger.
Shit, 80% of my collection is LeBron.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what
you
I'm saying.
understand?
See? I'm a LeBron fan, and I don't like all the sneakers.
You know what I mean?
There's certain ones I don't like. You know, like the Kith LeBron joints, the ones that Jones pulled out. I'm not a big fan of those, but when it came down to the question, I was like, okay, you know, it was like collaboration. It was like, okay, he pulled out this. Oh, hype shoe. It was like he pulled out that. That shoe was pretty hyped. You know, SP Gina was pretty hyped, but to me, I was like, which one was more hyped? I think the Kith LeBron one, because he wore that at All-Star game.
Right.
But to the chat, it wasn't about that. To the chat, it was like, which one do I fuck with more? SP Juniors, fuck LeBron.
Right.
Yeah.
It was like, you can't be mad at that. It's the chat's vote. No matter what the question is, at the end of the day, it's the chat's vote.
Right.
And not everybody's going to be thinking like you.
Jordan 1. Everybody knows Jordan 1s sell out.
Right.
True.
So a part of me was gonna say, so do you think that the name should be changed? Which I don't really think that, because you know what I'm saying, heat is to the eye of the beholder. You feel me?
That's a fact.
So otherwise, it's like, who got the heat? Then maybe you could just add like what, viewer's choice or award, you know what I'm saying, award or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because
or you don't even let the chat vote. You get three judges. You get, like, we got 5 people in here right now. You got 2 contestants and you got 3 judges. The chat can watch and give their opinion. But I feel like if you got, but see, then again, you would still have to have 3 people who are honest and unbiased, though. That's the problem.
But you hit it right on the head. You could easily do, if you have 3 people judging, it's the whole 3 judges, and you have the chat. The chat could, and then you have the 3 judges vote, and then if it's tied, the final vote comes down to the emo.
You can't do it. You can't do it like that, y'all. You gotta leave it in the chat, because it leaves it on almost random. You have to leave it that way, because then people are gonna be looking at them on the panel like, oh, how you gonna be?
People will look at them crazy.
But if you got people jumping in the chat just to take it, I'm going with the LeBron, because I'm going with the Jordan 1, because I don't like LeBron no way.
Yo, check it. Let's compare it back to DC, your event. Let's do it this way. Compared to your event,
I don't want to talk about that event.
Hey, I'm just saying.
Hey, Retro hit that right on the head, though, because that's big facts.
Exactly, IBA. What I'm saying is, you had to do it. You could have easily been the judge. And no one could have said you were being biased. You would have been putting it together the way you put it together. You would have been looking at the stuff and understanding what it was. But you had to go get somebody who don't know nothing from nothing.
Perfect example.
Nothing from nothing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have on the latest. If you have on the, what's the name? That person that looked at the homeboy. I think you had the one waiter, the guy dude, and then I think it was a female who judged the first one.
Yeah,
they don't know nothing from nothing. They looking at
that part.
Outfits, they're looking at the shoes. They're looking at the colors that you're picking, and they're picking what they like. We can sit around and go, yo, you don't know what that shoe. Remember what homeboy said? He said,
yeah, that's a fact.
He said, he's straight up said to homeboy, but I don't care what that outfit. Like, he was dead serious.
That's a fact.
We all looking around like, yo, that, you don't know what that is? He's like, I don't care. I like this.
But I look at that boy like you wilding, you tripping.
Exactly.
Like what?
Yeah. But you have to do it that way so that it's random and nobody could say it was coerced, or you only picking him because that's your boy, and then come on, you got.
So that would have been that was that's why I did not vote, because it would have looked like anybody I would have picked. It would have looked like I picked them because I know them.
Exactly. So if E Money is a judge, or anybody else on the panel is a judge, they could be friends with the person that's doing the battle. So anybody can play that angle. Well, E Money, you only picking them because you cool with him.
Well, that's true.
Right.
Everybody else on the panel, you cool with them. So that's the only reason why you pushing for them. You got to leave it at the chat, even though the chat might. It's like the Grammys or any award show. It might get it wrong one year. It might get it wrong, but as far as we see it, like I said, I give IBA that win. I give him that win. Round by round, if we look at it round by round. But that's my opinion. Somebody else might be like, no, JONESKICKZ got some. He killed that round. Like how Rep is saying. Rep saying he going with the one, or he going with this one. You gotta leave it that way.
Right.
Hey, shout out to JONESKICKZ, Miss JONESKICKZ, man. She said IBA had his whole crew in the chat.
Hey, she in the chat.
Who's my whole crew?
And she going
Hold on.
Right now, man.
Check this out. With that being said, that means I would have won 3-0. That's the way I look at it. It would have been 3-0 then. Like, we don't care what he put up. Hey, but
IBA, when you a ringer, you can't make it look like a landslide though. When you slide in the scale, you gotta at least let them get one or something like that.
No, but it went to 2-2. It went down to the neck. It went down to the last thing. It was 2-2. Anybody could have had that. And to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with Ty, nigga. If he would have pulled out anything other than that NMD, he probably would have got me.
Hey, KP Grant said IBA is Illuminati.
Y'all crazy.
IBA is Illuminati.
Hey, it's funny y'all say that, because you know how much I've been told. You know what I'm saying? You know, with all the sneaker drama, the other side that we don't really deal with. But niggas always like, oh, IBA, you ain't nobody, woo, woo, woo. But then again, my name be in everybody's mouth. But then again, I pull up here where now I'm the popular vote, and I'm like, hold up, but I'm just like anybody else, so I don't get it.
Hey, JONESKICKZ, she said she about you right now, IBA.
About you right now. She about you right now.
Battling her is worse than battling Ty.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Come on, bro. I know she got, like, your competition not with me. If that's the case, y'all need to get on the battle next season and redeem. That's all you can do.
Hey, you know what would be hard though?
That nigga said
redeem. You know what would be hard? Hey, Caddy, maybe y'all can do that or something. But if you do a couple sneaker battle, it won't be that many people that could do it. But if you could get like 3 or 4 couples that could do a sneaker battle, that would be hard, man.
That would be dope.
That would be dope.
That would be dope.
And I know.
Or an all female or all female sneaker. Yeah.
We working on that now.
I mean, that would.
All right, I'm gonna shut up.
There you go.
I'm gonna shut up. My bad. I'm gonna shut up.
That'll be dope. I see no 3 couples. That'll be dope.
But then, like, and then what give me, like, I never came into this like
sneaker battles right now.
Look, I ain't never came into this like I'm about to win. I'm about to smoke this nigga. Oh, he don't want it. Oh, nigga, this gonna be an easy win. I ain't never come on here on none of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I came in as knowing what my opponent was and what it is, and you know what I'm saying? It just the cards. It just happened the way it happened, bro. I was shocked. You know what I'm saying?
I never came in here like that either. Like, I never came in here and said, "Oh, bro, I'm about to trash you." I said from the very beginning when we found out we were going against each other.
Right,
man, you got a shot, bro. You get, like, I'm never gonna shoot anybody down. I don't think I have heat. I don't either. I have a ton of heat because I know.
Man, look,
way more shit than I do.
Knock it off. Knock it off.
I feel like that shit basic, bro.
Nah, knock it off. No, you're not gonna sit here and say I don't know, bro. Come on.
So we're not gonna let you get that away.
Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, shoot freak, man. Let that man shoot himself in the foot, man. All right. Let him shoot himself in the foot.
I gotta go check my food in the oven. I'll be right back.
Hey, I'm gonna have to get to work back to work in a little bit though.
Hey yo, I gotta get to work. I'll let y'all. Appreciate y'all, man.
For sure, man. Yep.
Hey, matter of fact, yeah, we've been on here for a little over an hour now, man. Y'all can go ahead and hit y'all outros or whatever. I appreciate everybody pulling up. I want to say one thing though, real quick, man. IBA, and Tyron, the whole battle was very epic. I don't know if that's the first battle of their, E-Money's whole whatever battle thing or whatever going on, but I know y'all set the bar really high, for real, for real. And also as well, like I love y'all battle because it was between two good friends. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it was very much what I talk about. Y'all know my brand. Like it's a sneakerhead versus hype beast because that's how people really gonna be looking at it. A David and Goliath, whatever you want to look at it. But I really like y'all battle, and man, I hope that they do more stuff like that for real, man. And it ain't no like. Once again, to the public, it's no hate. It's no shade.
I ain't no hype beast.
Nigga. Tyron.
He said, I ain't no hype beast. You gotta
relax, make him take off your shirt, bro. Take off your shirt.
Maybe he's not a hype beast. He just loves
I ain't no damn hype beast. I wear what I like. And if I see a shoe that's within price range or striking distance, I'm going to grab that shit. I think anybody will grab it. Like you can put a grand in your pocket, and you can buy a Travis Scott, a friends and family Travis Scott. You ain't gonna spend that grand.
That nigga said walking around.
No, that's a fact.
Walking around with a grand in your pocket. Hey, that's a fact. Different lives, my brother. We got different lives, we got different lifestyles. Walking around with a grand. If I got a grand in my pocket walking around, my nigga, I'm on my way to get a washer and dryer. I'm on my way to a destination, bro.
What I'm saying though is a sneakerhead versus hype beast is very much. I'm talking about to the public, to the audience. They're gonna look at your side as, oh, Tyron must be a hype beast because they don't know you. You don't do YouTube. They don't know you. So when they looking at it, they like, man, he got all these unicorns. He a hype beast.
That's a fact.
Compared to IBA, pull out these questions, and they like this nigga right here, but he got, even though he didn't have no damn story to it. You know what I'm saying?
I did have a story to it.
Nah, but at the end of the day, he right. That's how people they're gonna look at you that way, but not even knowing, my nigga, I buy whatever I like. If I can afford it and I like it, I'm gonna buy it. I don't care what you think. But that's just
right.
That's just how the
you should though. As you should.
That's a fact, yeah. So once again, everybody hit their outros or whatever like that. We've been over a little bit over an hour. I gotta go pick my daughter up here in a minute. I appreciate everybody coming on. Tyron, IBA, Shoe Freak, Little Funko nigga. Man, I appreciate everybody coming on. Go ahead and hit your outros, man.
You want to go first? You already know, Bong Bong Kid. I'm just a Funko, bro. It's definitely been dope chopping it up with y'all. That battle was fire, and there's plenty more to come. Because this is like season 3, I think, of E-Money's joint, right? So the next one. Who's the next one? Isn't it AWOL and
Nah, it's Cadillac. I think it's Cadillac or I forget. We gotta go see. I don't know. I'm not sure.
What's the name? But the next one you already know. We're gonna pull up on that one too.
You already know.
You already know, man. It's your boy Sneaker James, aka the Shoe Freak, aka the dude next door with all the kicks. Of course, man. Today was dope. It was, you know what I'm saying. This was a good turnout. Like I said, the battle was dope too. However, I saw some shit I just can't afford, but it was dope. It was dope.
I'll go next. It's your boy IBA. You already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed hanging out with y'all. Shout out to this golly. To my Funko nigga, Shoe Freak. And we got you know what I'm saying? What's this dude right here? This dude right here name is Rep Milwaukee. Shout out to that nigga right there. And shout out and shout out to Mr. Jones, man. Hey, we had fun. I enjoyed the battle. You know what I'm saying? And this, I just like the conversation as far as this whole battle. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it'll, you know what I'm saying, change the look of the way people, do things. You know what I'm saying? It's just everybody gonna have their own opinion. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to heat, like I said, heat is in the eye of the beholder. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, You can find me on IG at IBASNEAKERHEAD. And if you guys ain't checked out my first video, go ahead and look for me on YouTube and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and check out my first video, bro. I appreciate it very much.
Tyron, go ahead and let them know where they can find you at.
You can find me on IG Kicks. My family page is JONESKICKZ. That's me, my wife, Mrs. JONESKICKZ, who is in the chat, and my daughter, _Princess P. Man, follow us. I'm about to be ignorant. Whoever making these memes with the little Salt Bay and the little Lowry salt, now listen, be man enough to tag yourself, homies, because I'm big ignorant. Yeah, I'm big ignorant. You see my IG, I'm pretty sure you follow me. It ain't about to be no X's, but I'm ignorant. If I ever find out who you are, please, on Baby Jesus, believe.
Baby Jesus.
Get real ugly like Bubba Sparks and Tim's. Okay?
No comments.
On the G, Tyron just said, "Baby Jesus."
Baby Jesus.
hey, make sure y'all check out that JONESKICKZ merch, man. I got one of the shirts on. Make sure y'all check out JONESKICKZ one of their merch, man.
See, I ain't still got a JONESKICKZ shirt because they ain't come in my size. You know what I'm saying? They got to look out for your boy.
Oh yeah, it's over now. You're never getting one now. If you didn't get one, you ain't never getting one. Oh,
man.
Yo,
man, hey, once again, I appreciate everybody coming on, man. Great conversation. You know, obviously, y'all can see this wasn't like them other goofy time debates. So y'all go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Oh, no question, man. Make sure y'all hit that like on the way up.
Yeah. Tyron, what you say?
I said shirt. S red X on it. VA inside of the X.
Hey, y'all see what I posted on my IG?
I'm gonna take your hat and take out
hey,
I'm pushing them.
I got backups, bro. Don't even trip. But check this out. That's why when I posted your pic, I had to put that X on there for you. I had to put that X on there for you, bro. For sure. But y'all have a good one, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day.
Y'all have a good one.
Hey, see y'all in a minute, man.
All right.
For sure. Yep.